welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the books that have been on my TBR for 10 plus years. A lot of these are delayed gratification things for me, and then others, I don't know why I haven't read them. So if you are some of the people who have recommended them to me for years, I'm sorry. I do want to get to them. I'm going to tell you the tropes, the genre, and a super brief summary, because otherwise this would be very long. First up, we have The Sweet Gum Tree by Catherine Allred. It is a second chance romance, like childhood friends to lovers. It's about a southern girl and a boy from the wrong side of town who forge this lifelong bond. And of course, things are ripped apart, but by tragedy and betrayal. And then 15 years later, he returns and enforces so many truths into the light. It looks so good. I don't know why I haven't read it. Next up is a really OG one. It's by Tina Reber. It's called Love Unscripted. It's a celebrity romance, which really isn't my favorite, though I have exceptions, so I'm willing to try. It's an opposites attract media and paparazzi drama. So it's about this guy from Hollywood, I'm assuming an actor perhaps, who's hiding out in this bar in Rhode Island and meets this local woman. And she's just interested in protecting her heart, but there is attraction there. So drama ensues, the problem of the spotlights and fame and paparazzi, and it's more of like, I think, a character-driven story, from my understanding. You guys are gonna die. I loved the hell out of this series, the Gabriel's Inferno series. This is the third book called Gabriel's Redemption. I never read it. For how much I loved those first two books, I don't know why I didn't. And you know what? I even reread it, the first one, I believe just the first one, maybe 5 years ago or so. My tastes have changed in what I like in some respects, but you know what? I still enjoyed it. Not for the same reasons, but I still enjoyed it. Anyway, the third book, so spoilers if you're interested in that series and haven't read it and don't want to be spoiled, but I'm going to go ahead and give a brief summary anyway. They are married in this book, which I don't remember happening in the second book, but anyway, they're married, so it's kind of like a marriage romance, which isn't something you see very often, and they face like academic challenges, but mostly I think it's kind of driven by this mystery, which I think has to do with his adoption. Next up we have On Dublin Street. I think I own this whole series somewhere in my millions of books. I've heard that this was so good. It's about a guarded American woman, I'm assuming on holiday in Scotland, and runs into this really relentless Scotsman who is just determined to break down her walls. It starts off as like a no strings attached situation and turns more into a battle of like trying desperately not to get feelings. Switching pace a little bit, this is a YA fantasy, Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I heard that I own this book. I read a little bit of it. I remember the writing being really beautiful. It's about star-crossed lovers, secret identity, portal fantasy. I don't see those very often. I mean, Prithian, kind of a portal, anyway, I don't see them terribly often. It's about an art student who has a double life between these two worlds, which I'm assuming is like the modern world of Prague and this magical world. He meets an enemy soldier, a beautiful enemy soldier, and there's this ancient war that threatens everything she knows about her life. It's all threatened, and I just remember the writing being the real driving force for me with this book. Now I'm on to a couple Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I've had for a long time. One True Loves is the first one I'm going to talk about. This kind of has Castaway vibes, but just like the third act. So it's about a woman years after losing her husband. She finds love again, gets engaged, is moving on, only for her husband to miraculously return. Do you see what I mean now? Third act of Castaway. Maybe in Another Life is the next one. It has kind of like that sliding doors movie vibe. So one night Hannah chooses to leave a party early, the choice being with her best friend or with an old flame. And each creates like this parallel universe of, I don't know, what lives, basically, like these parallel lives that could happen. And each version of her future explores love and destiny and choices. And I remember digging that movie, and I think that I would probably like this book too. The Tea Rose is one that I've had recommended to me for so long. I don't want to say it's gonna be like The Bronze Horseman, but I think I've had it recommended to me because I like The Bronze Horseman. It's a historical epic, a rags to riches, themes of revenge kind of story. It's set in 1888 London, and it's about a tea factory worker and her childhood sweetheart and their dreams and how they're shattered by this brutal loss. And she builds a new life, but must return home to confront the past and the man who destroyed her. Following that up with one that I am amazed that I have not spoiled myself on one day. I know that there's a show on Netflix. I haven't so much as even started it, watched the trailer, nothing, because I've had this book for years and I'm trying to force myself to read it before I watch it. So over 20 years, two friends meet on the same day yearly, and over time their relationship relationship shifts, the ups and downs and joys and heartbreaks, and the missed opportunities, and they must face what they truly mean to each other. I know that's gonna break my heart. I just know it. I just know something bad's gonna happen. Left Drowning by Jessica Park is a college romance with some found family. It's about a girl who is haunted by the fire that killed her parents. Just through the last year of college until a complicated and magnetic classmate pulls her back into life. This is an oldie. This one's been around for a hot minute, and I'm shocked. I think I own this. I haven't read it. I don't know why. I've never read a Lisa Kleypas, I'm probably not saying that right, book. She's written a ton. This one is called Blue-Eyed Devil. It is the second book in like a series, but I think it's like an interconnected standalone situation, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna say fuck the rules and I'm gonna read book 2 first. It's a second chance romance, protective hero. So she escapes an abusive marriage, definitely trigger warnings, and she's determined to rebuild her life without men. Can't blame her, especially her family's enemy, who's very charming, of course. This is another oldie. I can't believe I've never read this. The Unidentified Redhead by Alice Clayton. So this is about an aspiring actress who returns to LA for a second shot at fame and ends up falling for kind of like this leading man. The Paper Swan. It is a dark romance. Enemies to lover redemption arc, so like probably one of the main characters being the bad guy for a bit. It's about a woman who is kidnapped. Oh yeah, very dark. Okay. That book, that kind of book. She's kidnapped by a man whose motives tie into a buried past of love, loss, and vengeance. And as her twisted journey unfolds, passion and danger blur the lines between enemy and savior. Feels very dark. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. This is kind of an odd video, but I thought it sounded fun when I was feeling nostalgic and thinking about how I've been away from YouTube for a while, and I thought maybe you guys would like seeing some oldies. And if you haven't read any of these, you know, sometimes it's kind of fun to go back and find books from like 10 years ago. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you next time.